Earlier this season, I did a few stories on Can-Am's new Defender 6x6, and I made it pretty clear that I'm more than a little bit impressed with that vehicle and its ability to go just about anywhere, certainly places no other side-by-side has been able to go so far. I was also extremely impressed with how capable and versatile it is thanks to that massive 6-foot convertible cargo bed. To say the Defender 6x6 was a winner in my books is an understatement. I think it's an absolute home run for Can-Am. But the 6x6 does have a few limitations, most notably the fact that it will literally obliterate any sensitive surface you try to turn around on. The fact that it doesn't have locking rear diffs isn't really the problem here. The problem is that no matter what you do, you'll always be dragging that third set of wheels across the ground every time you turn. This is a point that wasn't missed by the Can-Am engineering team though. In fact, early on in the development process of the 6x6, this point was brought up over and over by the farmers, landscapers, and other professional users they brought in to test it. The comments were always the same. They loved the long cargo box and extra cargo capacity, but they needed something that would be easier on sensitive surfaces, like turf for example. It was at this point that the 6x6 engineering team identified two different types of users for a vehicle with a 6-foot box. Those who need the larger cargo box and the ultimate traction of a 6x6, and those who need the larger cargo box but for more flatland type usage where traction isn't as much of an issue. The decision to build a 4x4 Defender with a 6-foot box came pretty easily, and it didn't take long for the engineers to realize they already had the perfect platform for this vehicle in the Defender Max. The wheelbase was the right length, the drivetrain was perfect because it already included a rear diff with turf mode, and it wouldn't take much effort to replace the 6-seat passenger area with a standard 3-seat setup to gain the extra space needed for that awesome cargo box. When Can-Am went back to those very same farmers, landscapers, and professional users with the new 4x4 Defender with the 6-foot box, it was an immediate hit. It solved the problem of needing to carry more cargo without damaging the surfaces they were driving on. The next step was finding a way to make the new Defender Pro usable for the widest range of requirements, and this is one area Can-Am has pretty much all of the competition beat. Accessory integration isn't an afterthought for Can-Am engineers. In fact, it's an integral part of the design process, with accessory engineers included in vehicle design from day one. And this is evident in how seamlessly accessories fit on all Can-Am platforms, the new Defender Pro included. From cab systems to an almost unlimited number of link accessories for the ridiculous number of link attachment points in the cargo bed, the Defender Pro can be customized for anything you can dream of. While the Max chassis the Defender Pro is based on has already been through rigorous validation testing and real-world testing in the hands of consumers like you and I, the Defender Pro is different enough that it needed to go through its own durability testing. Obviously, Can-Am has multiple validation test facilities where they put all of their vehicles through real-world scenarios that have been taken to the absolute extreme. Cold weather testing happens in the Valcourt, Quebec validation facility, and warm weather testing takes place in Can-Am's Florida facility. Both the Defender 6x6 and the Defender Pro are perfect examples of how Can-Am really does listen to us, the consumer, when they're developing new vehicles. They heard us when we said we needed a vehicle that could haul more stuff. Not just more weight, but physically larger items that don't fit in a standard side-by-side cargo box. They heard us when we said we needed this vehicle to be capable of accessing the hardest to reach areas, places no other side-by-side has been able to go. They also heard us when we said we needed a vehicle with the same cargo capabilities, but that was more maneuverable and easier on sensitive surfaces. The Defender Pro does look a lot like a Defender 6x6, and it does share a large number of the same features. But the truth is, these two vehicles are vastly different in how and where they're designed to be used and what type of user they're best suited for. Understanding these differences is the only way to ensure you make the best buying decision so that you end up with the best Defender model that's going to meet your specific needs.
Thanks for watching Dirt Tracks TV. If you liked the video that you just saw, please click the like button as well as comment below. You can subscribe to our page and also ring the bell if you want to be notified of future videos on Dirt Tracks TV.